Get ready, answer the questions, pause it as you need it. Question number 1. List the herbivores in this food web. Leopards, lions, and gorillas. Civets, leopards, okapids. Gorillas, grasshopper, okapids, and civets. Wild celery, grasshopper, woody vines. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 2. Which organism undergoes complete metamorphosis? Grasshopper, frog. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 3. The picture below shows a type of plant called kudzu. Kudzu is a fast-growing Asian vine that was introduced into the United States. Kudzu quickly uses available resources and can completely cover the plants in an area. What effect does the rapid growth of kudzu most likely have on an ecosystem? The variety of natural plants decreases, the water supply in the area increases, weather patterns in the area change, the number of other plants increases. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 4. The diagram represents the role a plant plays in the carbon dioxide-oxygen cycle. Letter X represents the gas that plants need to produce their own food. What is this gas? Nitrous oxide, nitrogen, argon, carbon dioxide. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 5. This is a food chain diagram. In the food chain diagram, what do the arrows represent? The life cycle of each organism, how one organism changes to another, how food is produced by many organisms, the flow of energy through an ecosystem. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 6. Decomposers like mushrooms get energy by producing their own food, eating grass, fruit, and food, breaking down dead organism, absorbing carbon dioxide from the air. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 7. Which 2 traits best help a cactus conserve water in the dry conditions of a West Texas ecosystem? Sharp, spiny, and waxy stem, sweet fruit and large flowers, sweet fruit and sharp spines, large flowers and sweet fruit. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 8. Eagles catch fish in rivers with their talons. They fly with the fish to a tree branch and tear the fish into small pieces. Which bird most likely catches and eats its food the way an eagle does? A, B, C, or D? Pause it and answer your question. Question number 9. The shells of sea turtles are flatter than the shells of land turtles. Sea turtles cannot pull their head or limbs into their shell to protect themselves. How do the sea turtles' physical adaptations help them to escape from predators? Dig, dig, dig deep holes for their eggs, swim and dive easily, blend into their surroundings, hold their breath for several minutes. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 10. A farmer keeps bees to pollinate crops. The farmer makes several observations about the bees. Bees make return trips to drink sugar water from a bowl placed 40 meters from their hive. Bees have dark and black and yellow stripes. Bees produce honey from the nectar they collect. Bees will sting when threatened or disturbed. Which of these observations describes a learned behavior? Bees make return trips to drink sugar water from a bowl placed 40 meters from their hive. Bees have dark and black and yellow stripes. Bees produce honey from the nectar they collect. Bees will sting when threatened or disturbed. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 11. Plants are interacting directly with another living element of their environment when they are soaking water, absorbing sunlight, attracting insects, taking in carbon dioxide. Pause it and answer your question. A group of science students. Question number 12. A group of science students created a chart to show what they knew about inherited traits and learned behaviors in children. Inherited traits. Number 1, growing long eyelashes. Number 2, having brown eyes. Number 3, breathing when born. Number 4, learned behaviors. Number 1, liking the color red. Number 2, making a sandwich. Number 3, hitting a baseball. Number 4, reading a book. Which of these is an inherited trait the students could put in that column of the chart? Cooking a meal, speaking English, crying when hurt, using a pencil. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 13. The diagrams below represents the life cycles of 4 different insects. Which of these insects goes through a complete metamorphosis? A, B, C, or D? Pause it and answer your question. Question number 14. The diagram shows a prairie food web. In the food web shown, all of the following are consumers, except the mountain lion, the prairie grass, the squirrel, the robin. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 15. What is the original source of energy in a food web? Decomposers, consumer, producer, the sun. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 16. Which statement best describes the relationship between humans and plants and the carbon dioxide cycle? Humans depend on oxygen released into the air by plants, and plants depend on carbon dioxide that humans release into the air. Plants produce carbon dioxide as a product of photosynthesis and release it into the air to provide energy for humans. Plants depend primarily on energy supplied by oxygen for photosynthesis, a process which releases carbon dioxide needed by humans. Humans and plants use gases in the air and the energy of sunlight to produce their own food. Pause it and answer your question. Question number 17. Prairie dogs eat plants and dig underground tunnels. Prairie dog tunnels help break up hard prairie soils, and the animal's waste adds nutrients to the soil. In the past, large groups of prairie dogs lived in many parts of the U.S. Great Plains, but people have destroyed most of these colonies. Which of these will most likely happen when prairie dogs are removed from an area? The populations of predators that eat prairie dogs will decrease. The population of plants that prairie dogs eat will decrease. The nutrients in the soil will increase. The number of underground tunnels will increase. Pause it and answer your question.